Monica. My name is Micaela.
Hi, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I am glad to see you today. You were actually referred to me by your doctor because, as you know, you're here in the emergency room and you took a fall, and I just want to find out a little bit about you and figure out kind of what's going on and see if there's something that I can do on my end to help you, because when we discharge you and send you home, we just want to make sure that you are safe to go home and in a good place and you have everything that you need. So
Okay.
I'm just going to ask you a couple basic questions, but before we go into that, I just want to do a few housekeeping things. I'm going to give you some paperwork, and we're going to go over that paperwork, and you will go through, and fill out some information about yourself, and I just need you to know that that information is confidential. If you don't want me to share that information with anyone outside of this room, I don't have to. Your doctor doesn't need to know. I just need to, have the discussion with you. So it's really what your comfort level is. So let's just start off with a few basic things. Monica, how old are you?
I'm 75 years old.
75, okay. And my chart shows here that you currently are taking some medication for blood pressure and for cholesterol. Is there anything else that you're currently taking right now?
I just take a regular daily vitamin in the morning.
And overall, how would you rate your health, Monica?
It's been worse lately. I mean, obviously I'm here and I fell, so I can tell, I'm getting a little older and things are just getting harder.
Okay, harder how?
Well, aches and pains. It's harder to get up in the morning. It takes me a lot longer. Stairs are really challenging.
Okay, so that leads me into my next question. Your home, how is your home set up?
Well, it's a basic 2-story home. There's a basement, but I don't go down there anymore. It's too dark. But the kitchen is on the first floor. There's the bathroom as well as the living room with a TV. And then if you go upstairs, you'll find my bedroom, empty room that just kind of houses all sorts of things, as well as another bathroom.
Monica, sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting you, but I noticed that you are here alone. You haven't had any visitors, and I didn't know, do you live alone?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I used to live with my husband, but he passed away 2 years ago now, so.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
So how have you managed since your husband has passed away? Like, have you been able to keep up with your housework and pay your bills?
Yeah, I've been okay on paying my bills. I have a daughter, but she recently just had to move away 2 months ago for work. So, but she kind of, she takes care of all my bills because it's just so confusing nowadays with everything online. So everything, my financials, all in her name. But as far as the housekeeping, she used to come over and help, but she no longer does. I mean, I would love to get someone in there to help out, but I just don't know who to get.
So as of right now, you're the only one that's taking care of your household.
Yeah.
Now, a couple kind of questions to go along with your home. Do you ever have a difficult time getting out of your house, going out to purchase groceries or get your hair done? Is there anything that...
Not too much. It's more just it's laboring to go up and down. So I've been finding myself sleeping on the couch more, and then I wake up in a lot of pain. But I don't know with this recent fall if I'll still be able to drive. I'm kind of waiting to see what the doctors are going to say, but as of now, I'm still driving. So, and my car is right in my garage, so that's not a problem.
If you don't mind, but I'm going to jot down a couple things because I just want to make sure that I'm getting everything down. I wanted to know what kind of a plan do you have set up for when you get home? So do you have someone that's going to?
Not as of now. I never moved from when we raised our daughter. We never moved out of that home, so I'm still in almost all my neighbors have young kids. So it's kind of a difference there. I'm not really in like an elderly living community or anything of that nature.
Do you have any kind of social network? Do you have any other close friends or a church? Or
Yeah, I'm still pretty active in my parish, but it's kind of far away. It's about 15 minutes away,
Okay.
so I don't like to go at night because of driving at night
Sure.
or in the rain. But I still have several friends there, and I'm still involved in that. And I still do talks to my daughter and
Okay.
everything of that.
So when you get home, because your leg is broken from your fall, and we want to make sure that you're able to still get around, to get food and get to where you need to go. I mean, is there any major pressing concerns that you have for returning home from the hospital?
Yeah, just being able to move around, because if I'm in a cast or crutches or wheelchair, I wouldn't be able to go back to my house because I need both of the things on both my levels of my house.
Okay. Do you have a room that you could stay in downstairs?
I guess we could work. Maybe I could try and contact my daughter just to see if maybe she could come stay with me, or I could go stay with her. And she's about 5 hours away, so it'd be too much for her to come every day. But maybe we could work on something like that.
Okay. Well, what if we could provide you with someone that might be able to come in and help you a couple times a week, and with the household cleaning, and even taking you out to get groceries and just helping you out while you recover? Would that be something that you would be interested in?
Definitely. I would just want to make sure that I get to meet the person ahead of time, and kind of just for comfort level.
Sure. Now, I hope that you feel comfortable answering some questions that I'm going to ask, because they're a little more personal. But how are you feeling emotionally? Do you feel happy most of the time? Are you feeling a little sadder lately? Or do you just kind of feel about the same?
I would say about the same. I've gone through a lot of transitions recently. However, I do realize I'm getting older, so it's gonna happen. People are gonna come and go. I'm kind of worried about winter coming, because it's gonna be, I think I'm gonna feel much more isolated, because in the past my daughter would come and bring my granddaughter over, and I'd be around a little bit more activity. But now I'm just worried because I won't drive in the snow or anything, so I'm a little bit worried about winter coming up.
Yeah, it sounds like your daughter and your granddaughter are very important to you.
Definitely.
How far away is your daughter?
5 hours.
5 hours. Wow. Well, do you think that during winter time she might be able to come and see you a little bit more?
Yeah, I know that she has to travel a lot for work, but I'm sure that we'll do something, especially over the holidays. That's always been a huge part of my family.
Great. So you will have some place to go during the holidays?
Yeah.
And great.
They'll probably come to me, especially if my leg's still kind of bummed, so that'll be nice.
Okay, well, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you have, a good relationship, and
absolutely
you are still able to see her, because I'm sure I would miss my daughter if she moved very far away too.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of going along with, continuing to figure out what kind of services that we can connect you with before you leave, in addition to maybe having someone come in and help you, with household chores and getting around, would you be interested in perhaps getting a transportation service to come and help you out in the winter time?
Yeah.
We do have a local transportation service. They do only serve about a 30-mile radius, but they can take you to get your hair done, they can take you to doctor's appointments, they can take you pretty much anywhere you need to go. Is that something that you think?
Definitely.
Okay.
As long as the doctor says, if I'm cleared to drive, and as long as it's an okay day, I'll drive. But that would be something nice, because I still just don't feel comfortable driving in the snow.
Sure.
So that would be really helpful. Do they still run if it's bad weather?
They do. I think that they try to use their best judgment when they're out on the roads, but what will happen is they'll contact you on a weekly basis and just see what your schedule is going to entail, and if you ever have anything on the last minute, that you can give them a call and you can arrange a pickup. I believe it's within 24 hours they need to know, but in certain circumstances, you can give them a call, and most of the time the company will come and pick you up, and this is actually a free service.
Oh, really?
So it does not cost anything. Actually, Medicaid and Medicare both encompass and cover that, so you should not have to pay a cent for that. And I believe the service for someone coming to help you, that's also a free service. So
I know we would have to contact and talk to my daughter about that since she handles all of that stuff. But
well, we can certainly
I
arrange
definitely, you guys can feel free to talk to her.
So
I
you
just
would
don't
feel
wanna
comfortable
sign it.
with me sharing what's happening
Absolutely.
with you with your daughter? Okay.
I think she needs to know just because I don't understand any of like the insurance stuff. So she has all of that.
Now, if there should come a time where you feel like you wouldn't be able to live on your own, have you considered a plan of action? Have you thought about where you might go if you?
Not really. I mean, I've had a couple places. I would probably, I do have strong ties to my hometown, but at the same time, I'd probably try and move somewhere a little bit closer to my daughter just for the extra help. And, I don't want to I think that would relieve a lot of burden on her if
Sure.
that was much closer. But, it's not something I'm looking to do today or tomorrow.
Sure. Okay. Well, I
Just
understand.
because it's a huge move.
It is, and we like the comfort of our own home. But have you ever heard of an assisted living facility?
Yeah, I had several friends who live in them, and there's some you really like. I like the ones obviously that are much more independent, but
Sure.
I also know they can get very, very costly very fast.
And that's absolutely right. I know under certain circumstances, you can qualify to live in an assisted living facility for a lower rate if you're single and you have an X amount of money that you're living off of. And so just throwing that out there in case it's something you would be interested in doing in the future, because we can certainly direct you to some resources to have on hand if that's something you want to do in the future. But it doesn't sound like that's something you're interested in doing right now. But really our main concern would be making sure that someone's able to come and check on you, because with your leg being in the condition it is, we need to know that you're taken care of and you have food to eat, you're able to bathe, you're able to get to and from doctor's appointments. I mean, those are the basic things. So as long as you're on board and we can help you get set up with those services, I think that we should be able to help you out today. So
that sounds great.
before we end this meeting, I just wanted to ask if there's anything else that is going on that you want to address, if there's any other health concerns that you have.
Not as of now. I know I had to go through a bunch of tests, so I'm still waiting for all of those answers. But if you could take the time, I'm sure my daughter is going to be down here soon, but if somebody could call and relay the message to her, because I don't own a cell phone, so I don't have a way to call her here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know.
So can I ask, how did you get to the hospital? I mean, if you
I have one of the life alerts.
Oh my goodness, wow. Would you be interested in getting a phone?
I just don't think I would use it. I'm not out and about that much.
Okay.
But
well, that certainly is your choice, but I would definitely say after this fall, for future appointments, it might be a good idea to look into getting a cell phone. Again, we do have special programs specifically for senior citizens where it's just a very minimal basic package and it's free. Okay. It would not cost you anything. I'm not sure, again, it is your choice, but it might be a good idea, something for you to consider having in the future.
Yeah, I just don't want anything with all sorts of buttons. I just want the numbers.
It's very basic. It's just got all the numbers on it, and we can even help. I think there's a tech support person that when you get your phone that can help you set it up, where you just have to click one number and then press send, and it's already programmed in. If you call your daughter a lot, for example, we can have that programmed in, and your doctor and 911 and, you know, the transportation company that will be helping you out to get to your appointments in the winter time. And, you know, while your leg is recovering, we can certainly make sure that's set up so that you can use that.
That would be great.
Okay, great.
I think
And
that's it, yeah.
great. Well, Monica, we hope that you recover soon, and do not hesitate to give us a call if there's anything that comes up, and we'll be in touch. I'll be following up with you in the next week just to see how you're managing, and if anything changes and you need anything, we can certainly help you out. So
Okay, sounds great. Thank you so much.
thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.